Dr. Jackson, you stole some of my thunder with a couple of examples I was going to talk about. So, just like a great leader, right? All right. For my special remarks, I first do want to thank God for making this opportunity possible for Chatham County Schools and the Seaforth High community. I do feel fortunate and blessed to have this opportunity to lead such a beautiful school. As I've already mentioned, I would again want to thank my wife Ellen and son Hadley, since they don't see me so much, but I'm glad to have you here tonight. And they see me in the good, the bad, and unfortunately the ugly. And without their support, this wouldn't be possible either. So our school motto, which was created by our student advisory team, is Seaforth strong, Seaforth together, Seaforth forever. And our student advisory team, they met back in April and May, and it serves as a culmination of what our staff leadership team, which is known as our flight squad, wanted in Seaforth. It's what our student team and students want in Seaforth. It's what I want in Seaforth, and it's what we will become at Seaforth over time of its existence. As a school that's going to foster community, it has been exciting to create many first traditions already among our students, faculty, staff, and community as we shepherd the first classes to step foot on this sprawling campus. We want all of our students to be part of the new beginnings. It's not about one person or one group, and I continue to be amazed at how building this foundation has really come together. Of course, we face challenges. Of course, we're going to have barriers that we have to overcome, but we're also got to make sure we're prepared for anything that comes our way. No one would think what it takes to open up a new school. Let me say that again. No one would think what it takes to open up a new school. And daily, I think many of us forget the little things that other people can simply say, oh, we've always done it that way. Just do it this way. Doesn't happen here. We're creating everything from scratch. It hasn't gotten any easier, just to be blunt. However, over time, we know we're going to come together even more and make this the model for all schools throughout the state. Again, we are Seaforth strong, Seaforth together, Seaforth forever. We're resilient, we have grit, and we stand ready for those challenges. It's not going to happen overnight, which at times many of us have that expectation, including myself, but the foundation does take time to build, cure, and solidify. Our students, they are continuing to persevere, and they continue to express their excitement in being part of something special. On occasion, we do have those weaknesses that require a temporary fix, just like any home. But someone is there to catch it, determine the cause, and make it strong again. Ain't that right, Mr. Drumheller? Make sure you're awake. Just kidding. We will strive, don't kill me on that one. We will strive to guide every student to be a leader in whatever aspect of the new school our students desire to undertake. Respect, responsibility, hard work, patience, dedication, and empathy will be needed as we embark on that journey towards graduation, where we will all use our power to make ourselves grow strong academically. Again, these are the skills we will continue to teach throughout Seaforth. With Chatham County Schools this year, the focus of Chatham County, or the theme, has been the heart of Chatham County. Thinking about what makes our schools run and operate with the mission of educating our young people at the heart of the district. Before the school opened, I probably gave a good 50, 60, 70, felt like 1,000 tours of this place. And anytime I gave a tour, I would always talk about 4 specific locations. I would talk about our fabulous auditorium, which is the heart of our arts program. I would talk about the cafeteria, and it was just known as cafeteria at that time, or dining hall. This is the heart of our student body because every person in this building walks through here one time a day. I talked about our 2 gyms. I talked about our 2 gyms. I talked about our 2 gyms. Sorry. Where all our athletic programs, they operate. And finally, I talked about this fabulous courtyard. Now, of course, it's pretty dark tonight, but the courtyard is the center of our part of our academic programs, along with our library commons that you walked through before you came to our courtyard. Again, all of that is the heart of Seaforth, which aligns with our theme of our district, the heart of Chatham County. Although we have a beautiful school in front of us, we are very fortunate with what we have. But you can have a beautiful building, and it can look marvelous on the outside, but it takes the people on the inside to make a difference with our students. We've got, 17, 18 fabulous schools in this district. They might not be as shiny as ours, but they're just as beautiful as ours. not only because of the way it looks, but because of the people inside that do care about our students, care about our families, and care about our community. So just want to make sure people realize, yes, we are beautiful, we are shiny, but you also got 17, 18 other schools that are the same. And that's what makes Chatham County so special. So let me talk about how we've come together. And I know the cheerleaders and band want me to hurry up so they can do their stuff too. But a prime example is what Dr. Jackson I know, stop nodding your head back there. A prime example is what Dr. Jackson talked about with the band exposition. So it was amazing. Our band goes out there, performs. They got their Seaforth S shirts on, really excited. And you see the JM band, they're on the track watching, clapping, but you keep hearing all these cheers. And I'm like, what is this? Seaforth parents aren't going to cheer like this already. Look over my shoulder, Northwood band, the entire band, they got 4,500 in their band. They're all standing up in their uniforms, cheering on our band. And many times, I kept hearing Northwood versus Seaforth. Northwood's going to be better than you, Northwood versus Seaforth. Well, we might be better on the field, one of us, but in the end, we're all together. And that was a testament of what Chatham County Schools is all about. I mean, again, Dr. Jackson brought it up, but you can't say anything better than that when you've got Northwood cheering on our school and our band. People ask me frequently, how do you think the start has gone? How are the students adjusting? Well, classic Crayton would say, we've had some challenges, but there are a couple of things that have already shown that it's really going great from the beginning. The first event, as Dr. Jackson hinted at, was our celebration a few days before the school opened. People ask me, how many do you think you're going to have that night? Probably just 100 or so. I bet you there were 300, 400, 500 people in this place. Right outside at the front, on the main driveway, we had food trucks, inflatables, all sorts of stuff going on up there. I mean, how many schools have an open house like that? Especially high schools. Because #we are Seaforth. And we wanted to be different. And that helped ease a lot of anxiety among our students and our families. Think about it. You got students coming from Moncure, very small school. We have a select few coming from George Moses Horton. We have many coming from Margaret Pollard. And then we have the 10th graders coming to us from Northwood. Everybody's having to come together as one. And you got to see that night in that celebration. It was just something I'd never expected and something that, again, brought our community together from the very beginning. And finally, and I'm almost done, let me tell you what really has signified that this is all real. The event that tied us all together occurred when we scored our first C4 touchdown ever in our stadium. Now, this isn't an athletic story. This is not all about football. Because you already had your cross country, your women's tennis, your men's soccer, women's golf, and cheer teams already underway. Marching band had already been in band camp for a couple of weeks. But the story's about our community already believing in Seaforth. I'm standing in the spot that I usually stand at the 3 high schools I've ever led. I always like to stand in a similar spot. And you already had the chills of that very first game. You got people coming in, first football game ever in your facility, ever in your stadium. We scored the first touchdown and had the first lead ever, 6-0. And I ended up looking to my right. I see the fans, the community, parents, spectators, all standing cheering. You see our student section, which was getting there, they were cheering. Our band's playing our fight song, which was created by our band director, Mr. Keith Gilbert. And then I look at the cheerleaders, and they're doing the cheer with the fight song, with the band. You couldn't help but get chills with something like that, especially as a principal opening a school. I already said you want to have a community like this in your building, and you've already got that going on. So that's just telling of how the school started from the beginning and how it will continue to evolve over the course of the school year. And you can obviously tell that we have many people who are excited at Seaforth and will continue to be that way throughout the process. It's not only an exciting time here at Seaforth, but in Chatham County Schools. Again, this is your school, not mine, but your school. It's going to be a great ride, and we do look forward to our school community continuing to be a part of it because, again, #we are Seaforth. All right, so the reason why you're here is for the ribbon cutting. So this time, as part of this evening's celebration, we will conduct the official ribbon cutting. As we move to the podium to get everyone in place, I would like to invite the following people to help with the ribbon cutting. First off, Dr. Jordan, Dr. Jackson, all school board members, our county manager, county commissioners, Senator Foshi, and our student representative, Fiona Cial, to assist with the cutting of the ribbon. So we'll get that group up first. And Ms. Weichel, are you able to help with that? Okay. So you'll actually come